think perhaps if you
And Mommy, you don't like it.
you should have
I got this year. I got a lowrider sob, man.
When they say like we never drink.
you should have perhaps put off shaving for one more day. You know.
I got some wire wheels. I got that sticker. The little license plate frame where the lights go like that.
The little doggy in the window.
No, that's all time, man.
You know. Oh, we're going to have a real act tonight, I can see that.
Oh, joy.
I'm getting her the other white which she prefers, okay?
Why only bitter herbs? On all other nights we do not dip our herbs even once. On this night, why do we dip them twice? On all other nights we eat our meals in any manner. On this night, why do we sit around the table together in a reclining position?
Because we stole.
Okay, James?
Is someone going to sing this?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I can sing it.
Well, you can try.
Short, abbreviated chanting version.
How about if I just read it?
You can do that.
Manis Shana Halayla Hazeh Mikol Halaylot. Shebachol Halaylot Anu Ochlim Hametz Umatzah. Halayla Hazeh Kulo Matzah. Shebachol Halaylot Anu Ochlim Shar Yirakot. Halayla Hazeh Maror. Shebachol Halaylot In Anu Matzmin Afilu Ba'am Echad. Halayla Hazeh Shetei Pa'amim. Shebachol Halaylot Anu Ochlin Bein Yoshvin Uvein Nisubin Halayla Hazeh Kulo Nisubin.
That's it.
There are only four.
Hazaka uvizruya netuya v'ilo loy haitzi HaKadosh Baruch Hu es avoseinu Mitzrayim harei anu uvonenu uvnei vonenu meshubadim hayinu lefara b'Mitzrayim va'afilu kulanu chachamim kulanu devoinim kulanu zkenim kulanu yodim es haTorah mitzvah aleinu l'sefer b'tzias Mitzrayim v'chol hamabe l'saper b'tzias Mitzrayim hareza v'shubach.
Take it away, dude. We were slaves of Pharaoh in Egypt, and the Eternal our God brought us out from there with a strong hand and an outstretched arm. Now if God had not brought out our forefathers from Egypt, then even we, our children, and our children's children might still have been enslaved to Pharaoh in Egypt. Therefore, even if we were all wise, all men of understanding, even if we were all well learned in the Torah, it would still be our due.
And numerous, as it is said, I have increased you as the growth of the field, and you have become numerous and grown big and reached to excellence and beauty. You are fully grown, yet you remain naked and bare.
Trouble here.
And
It's all right.
naked and bare.
And the
just like
Egyptians
Nikki.
did evil unto us. They made us suffer. They set upon us hard work. And the Egyptians did evil unto us, as it is said in the Bible, come let us deal craftily with them, lest they increase yet more. And it may be that when war occurs, they will be added to our enemies
Do
and
something
fight
to the
against
Jewish
us
women.
and go up out of the land. And they made us suffer, as the Bible relates. So the Egyptians set taskmasters over them in order to oppress them with their burdens, and they built Pithom and Ramses as store cities for Pharaoh.
That was Yul Brynner who did that.
Right. And they set Charlton
No, he
Heston.
built-
And they set upon us hard work, as the Bible states, and Egypt made the children of Israel labor rigorously. So we cried unto the Eternal, the God of our fathers, and the Eternal heard our voice, and he saw our affliction and our burden and our oppression. So we cried unto the Eternal, the God of our fathers, as the Bible recounts. And it came to pass in the course of those many days that the king of Egypt died, and the children of Israel moaned because of their servitude, and cried out, and their outcry from their servitude came up unto God. And the Eternal heard our voice, as the Bible tells. And God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham, with Isaac, and Jacob.
And he saw our affliction. This phrase suggests the enforced separation of husband and wife under Pharaoh's persecution, as it is written. And God saw the children of Israel, and God understood their plight. And our burden, this recalls the drowning of the male children. As it is said, every son that is born you shall cast into the Nile, and every daughter you may keep alive. And our oppression, this refers to crushing our lives, as the Bible said. I have seen the oppression with which the Egyptians are oppressing them. And the Eternal brought us forth from Egypt, with a strong hand and with an outstretched arm and with great terror and with signs and wonders. And the Eternal brought us forth from Egypt, not by a ministering angel, not by a fiery angel, not by a messenger, but by himself and his glory to the Holy One. Blessed be he, as the Bible records. And I will pass through the land of Egypt on that night, and I will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from man to beast. And against all gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. It is I, the Eternal. And I will pass through the land of Egypt. I am not a ministering angel, and I will smite the firstborn in the land of Egypt. I am not a fiery angel. And against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am not a messenger. I, the Eternal, and I no other. With a strong hand, this refers to the cattle plague. They figured that out. As it is said in the Bible, behold, the land of the Eternal will be against the cattle that is in the field, against the horses, the donkeys, the camels, the oxen, the sheep, in a very grievous
A
plague.
most grievous plague, dude.
Most grievous plague.
Most grievous. Most heinous.
Okay. Somebody else?
Start with the preface again.
Rabbi Jose the Galilean said,
Hey man, how can one show that the following 10 plagues in Egypt itself the Egyptians were smitten with 50 plagues at the Red Sea, man? But one of the plagues in Egypt, it is said, the soothsayer said to Pharaoh, the plague is in the finger of God. Well, at the Red Sea, it is said, and Israel saw the strong hand which the Eternal had showed against Egypt, and the people revered the Eternal and believed in the Eternal and his servant Moses. Now, if one finger of God in Egypt caused the 10 plagues, we may assume from this that the whole hand of God at the Red Sea would cause 50 plagues.
Yeah.
Right, man?
Yeah.
Rabbi Eliezer said, sorry, Spicko. How can one show that every plague which the Holy One, blessed be He, brought in Egypt upon the Egyptians was fourfold in character? For it is said, He sent against the Egyptians in His burning anger, wrath, indignation, trouble, and the messengers of evil. It is said to be interpreted that each plague descended with wrath, 1, indignation, 2, trouble, and the sending of the messengers of evil.
4.
If then the Egyptians in Egypt were stricken with 10 fourfold plagues, making 40,
40.
then the early interpretation at the Red Sea, they suffered 200.
Okay.
Okay.
Rabbi Akiva.
How thankful.
Rabbi Akiva said, in similar fashion, you can show that every plague was...
What about the traditional arranging of cookies on the plate?
That's right. Yes, you should do that.
Now we have the traditional cutting of the pineapple.
It went down and didn't go back up. I saw him throw the shoulder. Well, anyway, in any event, he sat there for 3 minutes waiting for the gate to go up. He's out there honking into him, expecting sometimes so he could be cheaper.
I'm getting
Did you hear that thing beep?
That's the microwave.
Yes.
Your hearing aid, it was the microwave.
I know.
Okay.
Whenever you have a chance, a grapefruit nut.
Yes, I have all.
Scary.
I got lots of
Ah,
it.
okay, you may take it inside.
Eventually, yeah.
That's the good one.
How pretty.
Well, that's why there's like the exact change, is that there's no guy there.
This is no good.
Oh, don't.
Oh yeah, now it's much better that you dropped it on the carpet.
That's
Yeah.
a sickness tonight.
Smells like a stuffed mushroom.
Not a stuffed mushroom.
I guess we're almost out of film
It's an old
here.
barf bag story.
I don't want to hear it if it's a bark bag still.
Why not? Why don't you want to hear a barf bag story?
Because we're still eating.
Now that you've sampled the
That's
bouquet.
why-
Yeah, you gonna pass
Pass to the rest of us,
Is
Jen?
it ripe enough?
No.
Is it ripe enough?
Yeah.
Grandpa,
I had
do
to
you want
test it.
decaf or regular?
Why?